Happy birthday to you. Yeah, I could listen. I really could flex the vocals a little bit more on the happy birthday, but I don't want to take too much shine from the rest of the squad. My fellas, it's our birthday. What's up, Sports After Dark After Hours, fellas? Happy birthday, Shooter. Happy birthday, Lou. Happy birthday,
Happy
Sports After
birthday.
Dark After Hours. Y'all see the hat. I'm excited. How y'all feeling? We made it. It's been a year. How are y'all feeling? Just one word on how you feeling about today.
One word.
One word for how you feeling about our birthday.
Ecstatic.
Now you're lying. You didn't even say it ecstatically.
When do I
Shooter, what was that?
when do I ever say anything ecstatically?
One word, Shooter.
I think he said he lagging.
He lagging? Uh-oh. Well, I'm gonna say that he feels
I could say happy.
oh great. Okay, all right. I'm gonna say F Weezy F baby, and the F is for phenomenal. We appreciate y'all for tapping in. It is our birthday, and we are back, and we are gonna have a darn good time tonight. Make sure that y'all stay tuned. Sports After Dark After Hours. Let's get it.
To be honest, I'm Giannis inside of game 6. Dropping 50 and dunking over your main. Earnhardt Jr. when I'm deciding the lane switch. Tell them people that I'm on top of the game. Manifested my future by spewing all of my pain. Carry my own umbrella, surviving treacherous rain. Landed on higher learner, matriculate in the bigger earnest. Switch after dark helps you to find your purpose. And find what work is, and find the surface. When deeper in it, I'm heavy with ashes, burning curses. Built up our name so forever we reign, it's us we working. Ain't tripping off your affiliation, we welcome verses. In lieu of playing, we saying our way to sign a merchant. Then press receipts in the meet and greets with our favorite person. Link with DG, he the chief of KC, we do it right. Supposed to have to talk from the mic to your heart to Hollywood.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Sports After Dark After Hours. I'm Ashley Baker. Got my guy C. Lou. Young Heavy will be back on the screen. Of course, technology wants the technology, Lou, on our birthday. It can't even give us a break on the B day. It's very, very annoying. But we appreciate y'all for tapping in. It is our 1-year anniversary running the Sports After Dark After Hours show on YouTube. It's been on Twitter. We be having it on Instagram. And man, like I said in the post, time flies when you having fun, Lou.
Yeah, we back.
It's been a whole year though, yo. Like our first episode we filmed, we was just leaving Vegas. From the Summer League. We was leaving Vegas from Summer League. And of course, everybody know we started out with 4. Shout out to Mark Gunnels. Mark's no longer with us, but we started out, me, Mark, Shooter, Yulu, 4 of us. Oh, like some hangout, like some hangover stuff. 4 of us in the desert. Wolves in the desert. Yeah, no, y'all had left by the time the show had like started that night, but I was stuck in Vegas.
Yeah. You were still in Vegas.
Yeah, I was stuck in Vegas for the night, but it was a good time. Shooter, are you good to go, Shooter? Are you still lagging in technology, trying to go crazy on our birthday? It's insane.
Probably not. It's still bad over here.
You on your cell? Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I'm gonna be on my cell phone and I'm near the mic.
Oh, you need to switch to your phone. I'm just saying you need to switch to your phone. The computer ain't doing it, so make the switch.
Like what?
So we can go ahead and do what we got to do. Make the switch because it's not that laptop ain't working for you. So it was just it's been a dope year. We've had some good time, dope guests, crazy, funny times and experiences, but we definitely want to take it up another notch for the next 365, Lou. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
being more consistent, running, you know what I'm saying? More during the week, doing some more shows for y'all.
Well, I mean, we still been pumping out stuff. Like we ain't
sure.
I mean, we've been like we've been busy with the content because I mean the State of the Divisions. We've been rocking those on playback. They on
the
YouTube
State of the
well.
Divisions have been a vibe. If y'all have not checked it out, if you're watching us right now on YouTube, just scroll down. If you're watching us on Twitter, go to it's right on the page. Do what you got to do. But the State of Divisions have been lit and exhausting. If I have to say so myself.
Well, yeah, I mean, exhausting. You fall asleep in the middle of them, but you know it is what it is.
I'm really hot for some reason. I'm gonna have to tell my kids to turn the AC on or something. I don't know what's going on. First of all, those State of Divisions run like 5 hours. A sister be tired, and y'all West Coasters, y'all don't be tired enough for me. Okay,
they do run like 5 hours for sure. Because I think AFC South was like 5.5, and then
like the NFC West last night was 5 hours.
Yeah, that was 5 hours.
That's insane to me. That's insane. So, yeah, man, it's we have definitely been still pumping out content, but with the after hours show, we definitely want to bring some more heat and additional content y'all way. Oh, that air feels so good. I just finished helping my daughter cook. Why the air was off, Lou? I don't know, but I'm over here sweating like a stripper in church. Is that a thing?
A stripper?
You know what I'm saying?
Why can't you say like a deaconess?
Nobody heard. Y'all never heard that before? I'm burning up. I'm on fire.
I mean, church people sweat in church. I don't know why a stripper could be a church person too, but I don't know why I gotta be a stripper in church.
All right, well, y'all know what I'm saying. We appreciate y'all for tapping in again. Listen, I see y'all in the comments. Thank you, Josh, for the birthday wish. Hollywood, our ambassador. Yes, thank you for the birthday wish. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, Hollywood.
We've been vibing. Yeah, I definitely go to sleep during the shows. All right. So it's our birthday. I have on a birthday hat.
Got my drink.
Shooter has the birthday bottle.
Y'all see
that's
that?
what he bringing to the party.
What is that?
Hey, I heard that's like a new drink. That's something new.
16%.
Is that like a wine?
Yep, I'm about to see what this thing get into.
Hey, hold on, let me look that up real quick.
Oh God!
Hey, I saw a lot of people are like following.
I have been seeing people post it.
Yeah, and it's in different flavors. I said, "Oh, I gotta try." So I had to sit out the bat signal for my peoples that live in Jersey. And I said, "Can you,
Oh, they don't have it in Philly?
Nope, they only sell it in Jersey. Or y'all probably got it down there, Shooter.
Oh, they got it up here.
Yeah,
I'll be making a trip to Total Wine at some point.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's where they got it at, Total Wine.
Yeah, I'll be making a trip, see what that's hitting.
Yeah.
It might be a Safeway too. We'll see.
In addition to our birthday props, we got our Sports After Dark merch on. Me and Shooter got on the shirt. You see Lou got the hat on. Make sure you go and cop some Sports After Dark merch. And we have a birthday cake. Have y'all ever heard of Nothing Bundt cakes?
No.
Y'all don't know what y'all missing out on. These Nothing Bundt cakes, fire. This is the confetti. Nothing.
What's that here for, Heb?
And to get my Mario real quick.
What is wrong with y'all, man? Y'all are annoying, bro. Y'all are annoying. I just, what are you over there drinking on, Lou, for the birthday?
It's a little red wine. It's a Chianti wine,
See, that's all. That's
got a little fancy. something.
That sounds fancy.
Yeah, y'all remember the bottle I showed y'all the other day? The one that had like the little wrap thing on it. It's sitting on the counter. But like the big bottle, when I told you, young, I'm on something tonight, and there was that little wine bottle. That's what it was. That's what it is. Something light.
Hollywood said you acting like Smokey in the chicken coop. That's crazy.
That's why I be like, character.
All right, so look, let's yeah, it is. I got a little something in my cup, by the way, as well.
What you got?
A little something. A little something for the sun. I had to turn up for the birthday party. It's a little vodka. It's clear. Little clear vodka.
Or is it water?
Little clear vodka.
You don't know my life.
Hell no, you drinking that straight?
Yeah.
You a thug.
Man, she drinking water. She drinking some water.
You raising me right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, y'all. So look, it's our birthday. Yes, we're gonna cut up on here tonight. I'm telling y'all now, we're gonna cut up. It's our birthday. We deserve it. We 1 year old. We've been rolling, we've been consistent, we've been pumping out content, we've been giving y'all straight vibes for the past year, and we taking it up another notch, like I said, in the next 365. So we're gonna cut up tonight.
Can I say this real quick? Because I was like lagging a lot.
Yeah.
Because I didn't hear what a lot was being said.
Yeah.
A year went by pretty quick. And to see where we started from, like I went back a few days ago and looked how we started with our introduction and everything, and where we are now. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
Man. And we had some good times.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah,
So
y'all be cutting up on here. That's probably why we ain't on no network yet, because y'all be on here cutting up, drinking, shooter be lit, Lou be cursing out Russell Wilson. Like we can't get endorsements acting like this. Like honestly, like,
man, they better appreciate that.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
That's the authentic of Sports After Dark. We us. That's the thing. You like it or not? It's cool. We love
That's
it.
who we are.
You love us or hate us. What 50 say? Love me or hate me, the underdogs on top. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Here's to that, Lou. Here's to that.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So again, we appreciate y'all for being here for the 8th time. I know I said it already, but I'm going to keep saying it because again, this is a huge milestone. It's not a lot of content creators and individuals that do podcasts and stuff that make it a year. Y'all don't understand. It can be very difficult when you try to incorporate content creation into your regular life and into your regular job, because you haven't gotten to the point yet where you can just quit your job and full-time content create yet. Like, and we're on different time zones. You know what I'm saying? Lou out there 3 hours behind me and Shooter. So, I just want to thank y'all, number one, for being consistent and always being available. You know what I'm saying? Availability is key. So I definitely, appreciate y'all. The Sports After Dark vision came into my head, and then the After Hours came into my head. And shout out to y'all for being down with the vision and being down with the cause. You know what I'm saying? And riding. It's been times when, we was like, oh, let's do a morning show at 10 o'clock in the morning, and Lou is getting up at 7 his time. You know what I'm saying?
Crack of dawn, bro.
Yeah,
dawn.
Yeah, and those 7 a.m. days were days where you were off of your regular job. You know what I'm saying? Where you could have been trying to rest. And same thing with me, on those days. And shout out to us for pushing through in times when we didn't feel like it. That's just
For sure.
what it is. I heard my boy, shout out to my boy Jay Tuck and Law. And one of the things I heard them say on a recent show was consistency beats talent every time. Every time. So for those that are looking to become a content creator, talk about stuff, sports, politics, whatever, mental issues, whatever it is that your heart desires, that you feel like just get on the camera, start talking, but be consistent. And like I said, a lot of platforms don't make it to their first year. It's hard. It's really, really hard. And it's 3 of us on it. So shout out to us. Yeah. All right, but let's talk a little football. Basketball. Where should we start actually?
Football.
Why we gotta start so all right?
Because football is coming up.
Yeah, training camp starting like 2 weeks.
Yeah. We
We
here.
right here.
It's that
Why?
season. You just don't want to talk about football because of the content that we about to talk about.
No. I don't want to talk football because of the content we're about to talk about. You're damn right I don't want to talk about it. So why can't we talk about something else? It's two topics I want to talk about for real, but you did. Y'all want to talk about it anyways. Fine.
Yeah, it's the elephant in the room. Because hey, around this time last year, what y'all made me talk about?
Yeah. Hey, I had to have that conversation too. By the way, I still gotta have that conversation again this year.
Yeah, so
never fails.
Let's get to it.
All right. So first order of business. Football is around the corner, folks. Training camp does start next week. I cannot believe, first of all, I can't believe we already back here. This is insane. Like, this is another summer of like, okay, training camp is about to start. It's about to be popping. The NFL really never dies. We haven't stopped talking about the NFL since the Super Bowl. It's really 24/8 For real. And you know, we here. In Jerry world, there are some discrepancies down in the big D, guys, that we got to talk about. Do I want to talk about it? No, because it should already have been settled. Things have already should been in place down there. I shouldn't have to have this conversation on our 1 year anniversary, but here I am. Okay, call me Rick Ross. Here I am having this conversation.
Here I am.
Here I am.
Yeah. Here I am having this conversation. We are having this conversation about the Dallas Cowboys and the extension that is owed to Dak Prescott. We got to pay CeeDee Lamb, and Michael Parsons is rolling down the aisle as well, looking to get his bag. Dallas, we have a problem. There's a problem here. So we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk. We're gonna dissect. We're gonna make some tough choices. We're gonna play GM, head coach. We're gonna play Jerry Jones. We're gonna play Steven. So, who's Jerry? Jerry, Steven, and Mike as us three right now. I'm not Jerry.
I'm about to say you might have to be Jerry.
Why I gotta be Jerry?
Yeah, money bags.
You got the gift of gab.
What is that supposed to mean?
You can sell the crowd.
That's crazy. The gift of gab is insane.
I mean, it's a good. Listen, it's a good thing. It's a good.
All right.
It's not a bad thing.
I'll be Jerry.
Dang, one of us got to be Steven? Oh, hell no.
Yeah, for sure. And they don't like him.
Can I just be myself?
No. We the Cowboys front office. Y'all want to talk? We gonna talk. We the Cowboys front office. All right, I'm a point. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be Steven. Lou, you my son. And
That's
Shooter.
crazy. That's insane.
Shooter, you Mike McCarthy. Okay. We gotta make a decision, fellas. Okay. Now, yeah. We gotta make a decision. All right. For those that don't know, Dak Prescott is looking for an extension somewhere around the tune of $60 million a year, probably based off of because of what Trevor Lawrence just got. His super max or max deal with the Jaguars, he's going to be making, I don't know what the total amount is, but what is it, like 5 years, $55 million a year?
Yeah, something like that, because it's around the same as or it's the same as old boy with the Bengals in Cincinnati.
Joe Burrow?
Yeah.
Oh boy, it's crazy. I remember his name is insane. Joe Burrow. Okay, so Trevor Lawrence, $55 million. Obviously, hasn't even been in the league as long as Dak doesn't have the resume that Dak has. Does not have the playoff wins that Dak has, and damn sure ain't got to deal with the spotlight in a place like Dallas, like Dak.
How many playoff wins does Dak have?
He has 2.
Oh, okay.
Are we doing this, Steven? I'm confused. What are we doing, Steven?
I mean, I gotta operate.
That's fine.
I gotta make things happen.
All right. That's fine.
I'm just here so I don't get fired.
All right, man. Okay. So obviously, Dak want his money. Dak is looking for the bag. Again, we're hearing that it's somewhere around the amount of $60 million a year, I guess, for like the next 4 or 5 seasons. That number could have been drastically lower, but the Dallas Cowboys, we decided to wait and for some unapparent reason play with our food, knowing that we got to pay Micah down the line and knowing that CD, who is in fact holding out right now, he's deciding to hold out right now until he get his money. So let's talk about it, fellas. Who do you take care of first? Who's the first order of business? Let's think about these past 8 seasons. Let's think about the future. Let's try to come to this decision as a collective. Actually, right. I'm the head joint in charge, so y'all got to convince me as to why I need to open up my purse and which one I need to open up my purse for.
All right, so before we start, right, like before we say, I'm gonna put this out there. So that's Steven Jones. Yeah, okay. That's me.
Yes, son.
Yes, son. All right, so look, CD is going into year 5. We already franchise tagged him. Dak, we gotta extend him if we want to keep him. So if we're gonna do that, we can go to the table with Micah, but if push comes to shove, we do have that 5th-year option that we can pick up. He was a first-round draft pick. The 5th-year option for him would be about $21 million. Then if we're looking at that, Nick Bosa right now is making 35 or 34 million a year. So he wouldn't be breaking the bank like we expect him to, right? If we take care of that 5th-year option, so we can kind of push contract extension talks a little down the road, or we could activate the 5th-year option to keep him from testing free agency.
Okay, so me being the head coach, CD's definitely on a franchise tag already. That is true. We could activate that 5th-year option for Micah and have to worry about him next year.
And actually, no, CD's on the 5th-year option too.
Oh, he's on the 5th-year option
because he was a first-round pick. Yeah,
him next year.
Yeah,
and
we could franchise tag him next year.
And then Micah, we could activate his 5th-year option next year.
Yep.
Okay, so in hindsight, we could technically have CeeDee Lamb and Micah Parsons on the team next year. Now, here's the thing.
Are we going to have a quarterback, fellas?
That's what I'm saying. Now, here's where it gets sticky at. Because you can say, okay, we'll have Lamb and we'll have Micah next year. But if we get this man $60 million, one of them two not coming back. We ain't going to be able to take care of all three of them.
It depends on contract structure, I'll say. Because even with that, so like let's say we do give Dak $60 million. That first year, we can kind of structure the contract to be like a low hit because CD's 5th-year option for this year, he's making about $17 million. If we franchise tag him next year, it'll, that price will go up. It'll be somewhere in the 20s, maybe mid to high 20s. Micah on his 5th-year option to make $21 million. So that's about $46 to $50 million tied up in those two players. So we can structure Dak's contract if we decide to keep him to maybe be able to keep all three for that year. And then when we structured CD's and Micah's contract, that's when Dak's contract really, starts to pick up. And, we can try to move some money around to make it work.
Okay. So
let me ask you fellas this.
Right.
I'm
getting old. Every day could be my last day.
Kick the bucket already, nigga.
I'm sorry. What was that, son? What was that, son? Do I need to take out of your allowance?
I had to cough. It was a little cough.
All right, son. All right.
Once again, I'm just here so I don't get fired.
Not in front of company, son. Now, I'm old. Any day could be my last day. Sell me on Dak Prescott. Sell me on why any of this should matter. Sell me on Dak Prescott. Everything is just
to sell you on Dak Prescott.
Steven. That's why people don't like you in the organization, Steven, because everything is a joke to you. Sell me on Dak.
Okay. If we're looking at realistically, if we let Dak go and we're trying to compete, there's not too many options out there for us to compete at. You know what I mean? You can find a quarterback in the draft. But honestly, if they're not a for sure shot in the first round, then any round after that, you're trying to find lightning in the bottle. The reason why Dak is going to get paid the way he's getting paid is because he knows that you can't find another him on the street. And if you was to let him go to somebody else that is like a quarterback away, he'll make them a contender. And if we are trying to compete for Super Bowls, the most important position you got to have is the quarterback position. I know another team that's in the NFC West that had an elite defensive lineman, an elite receiver, but their quarterback was shaky. And that quarterback cost them an NFC Championship game, and it cost them a Super Bowl game.
Is that raggedy team out in the Bay Area that you're talking about? Our nemesis?
Yeah, well, this is disgusting. We don't like that. don't like them.
Yeah. We can't
So-
stand them, Mike. We can't stand them.
Looking at what those teams have done, we need a quarterback, and you gotta have your horse. Dak brings a lot to the table. We can't compete without him. So that's my realization of it. I mean, we'll be resetting the clock.
I'll
Like,
say this.
So my thing is with Dak. So we're a good team. You know, we've been your handshaking is insane. Anyway, we're a good team, right? So we're a good team. We're always, we're picking somewhere in the mid 20s. We're never in the 30s, but we're picking somewhere in the mid 20s every year. You don't necessarily find a quarterback in the 4th round to produce like Dak or Russell Wilson or some of these other quarterbacks that have come out in the 4th round. Like, it's like you catching lightning in the bottle at that point. Dak has been a solid quarterback for us. And if we're picking in the 20s, there's really, you don't really see too many good quarterbacks fall down that far. So we don't want to end up like the Colts where we're picking, 15 through 25, and
we don't want to be like the Colts. Those are some sorry son of a guns over there.
I mean, yes, they've seen a Super Bowl in the last 30 years, but we don't want to be like them and keep getting these quarterbacks.
Now watch it, son. Watch your tone, son. Watch your tone.
We don't want to be like them and having these quarterbacks over and over again. They was picking new quarterbacks every year for the past like 6 or 7 years until they got Anthony Richardson over there. So we gotta figure something out with Dak. Now I will say this. Now last year, Dak led the league in touchdowns. He was 2nd in completion percentage. He was like 3rd in yards, while also throwing the 16th most interceptions in the league. He only had 9 interceptions. He was ranked 16th. He's middle of the pack throwing interceptions, which is great. And he led the league in completions. I mean, I don't know what more you can ask for your quarterback. He had the 2nd best quarterback rating behind that quarterback over there in San Francisco, Brock Purdy. He did what he needed. He did what we asked him to do. Now, did he fall short a little bit, against Green Bay? Yes. But I don't know if we can replace that production.
I was asked to ask the coach, what about Trey Lance?
Um,
Now I love me some Trey Lance. I decided to trade for him. You remember that call, Steven? I said, get us Trey Lance. We love that fella. We love someone who can be as mobile as he can. We love someone who can come in and shake the room. Now, if I don't open my pocket to Dak Prescott, we do have Trey Lance as an option. Is he an option enough to let Dak Prescott walk out of the door? Or, hear me out, fellas. Hear me out.
Arlington Trey.
I do absolutely love me some neon Deion Sanders. And he has a youngster coming out in Shedeur Sanders. And a lot of people, you guys watch this social media stuff and watch these crazy shows. Should I consider Shedeur Sanders at some point?
Well, with Trey Lance, will we feel safe giving the keys to him? I would say no. To be honest with you, Trey Lance couldn't outcompete a quarterback that was drafted in the 7th round. He let a quarterback out that was in the 7th round have an opportunity and took advantage of his opportunity, and now he is the starting quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. So it's showing you that Trey Lance is still an unknown. And when you're trying to compete and your goal is to win Super Bowls, I don't think you could just say, all right, like Steven said, a quarterback that's already been proven. You just can't find lightning in the bottle. And plus, we only traded Trey Lance for a 4th round pick. So I don't think that we could just get a reins to him, because that's like giving a reins to Cooper Rush. And even though Cooper Rush has proven more than Trey Lance has, but we wouldn't give the reins to Cooper Rush to lead us to where we're trying to go. So if honestly, no, I would have to pay Dak Prescott.
Now, who's that team that consistently beats us in the playoffs? in the regular season, they up there in Green Bay or something like that. What's that team that can? Oh, Mike, your old team, Mike. Yeah. You had a quarterback there by the name of Aaron Rodgers, and he was there, and he had a guy sitting behind him by the name of Jordan Love. And now when Jordan Love came into the league, we didn't know what he was going to be. He was kind of bad, when he first came. He sat a few years, and we saw the growth last year when he came to Dallas. What they call it Lambeau South, right? He came to Dallas and dog walked us.
Hey. That's our playpen that you're talking about here, son.
It's not our house though. We just pay the bills.
Yeah, we just pay the rent here.
We just pay the rent.
And they dog walked us, and they dog walked us. Could we see something like that?
Finish the whole bottle. You reminded me of that. See? Could we
bottle. Could we do something like that with Trey Lance? Let him sit behind Dak for 2 years, and then because he sat behind him last year, and if we decide to let Dak walk, then we can go ahead and see what Trey Lance has, and if it's nothing, then we'll be picking high in the draft, and maybe we can get our quarterback there. I hear Arch Manning is maybe coming out in a couple years. We can get one of those.
He loves some Cowboys football now.
We can get one of those Mannings in here.
Jerry loves him some Arch. I'm Jerry. He loves him some Arch. Okay, and I would be willing to break the bank for Arch to have a Manning in the building.
And maybe we can capture that thunder that the Manning family has, and we bring a Super Bowl to Dallas or
Hollywood. This organization makes me drink my pain away.
Hollywood. Who's that Hollywood fella in the comments? We love mediocrity here.
This organization makes me drink my pain away. So
this is what we live for. We live.
There's
for
a great analysis, Steven, that we could have Dak for 2 years and let Trey Lance sit. And you are correct. It could be that he could learn from Dak, and there could be something great that comes out of it. And if it doesn't work, Archie Manning is not a bad plan B. Not a bad plan B at all. But
Hollywood is crazy.
Do you want to roll the dice on that? Do we want to roll the dice and extend?
Y'all
Hollywood is
never
killing me in the comments right now. You and Jerry. Y'all two, because at the end of the day, I'm the head coach. Y'all two, the last two decisions come up to y'all.
Well, I got a question for you. Why'd you lie about watching all our games before you came here? How about that? Now you got to answer some questions there, bucko. You lied in the press conference when me and my son was introducing you, and you told us that you lied on your application, bucko. So you are here to do more than just not get fired. Because I'll tell you this much, you are on the hot seat, fella. Because that Zimmerman fella could be taking your spot, Mike. So you need to make the right decision here when it comes to Dak, CD, or Micah. And you guys are selling me on a pretty good deal on Dak. I'm going to be honest. There isn't much more. Listen, here's the thing about Dak Prescott, okay? He's a winner. He's a winner. I know we don't want to believe. He's your favorite athlete's favorite athlete. Okay? All of your favorites absolutely love him. Those watching, those are in the comments. Y'all absolutely love Dak Prescott. Okay? He's big build. Kept his interceptions low last year, leading in all kind of statistical categories. This guy he's a dad now. We don't know what kind of dad powers he may have now that he's had a child. I am willing to break the bank for Dak Prescott, but we have got to win a championship in the next 2 years. And if I do that, do you two see us getting over the hump?
I have a question. I have a question for the owner. We talking about breaking the bank. Excuse me, Mr. Jerry Jones. We had a chance to get DeAndre Hopkins. You didn't want to pay no money for him. We had a chance to get Derrick Henry. You didn't want to pay no money for him.
You said not here, not around my niggas.
Not around my watch. You said that we can win with the guys that we got in the locker room, knowing that these guys weren't enough. So as a coach, help me help you. You got all the money, but you acting like You want to use food stamps to get high-end players.
You and Steven told me we love our guys.
Jerry don't know
You
what food
told me
stamps
that
are.
in the locker room. You told the locker room that. You told me that. You tell the media that we love our guys. Now my hand's a little shaky. It don't write checks the way it used to. Okay, it is no longer. I just want a championship before the good Lord calls me home.
Can't you watch it from heaven?
Hell no.
You might have to watch that from yonder.
Listen, we all have made mistakes in this organization. Yes, we could have went and got DeAndre Hopkins. Hell, Derrick Henry wanted us, but that's bullish. We love us some Ezekiel Elliott, and that's who we decided to get. Steven decided to go out here and bring Zeke back home because we know that it's more about putting butts in the seats and winning games. But we're going to change all of that because they're on to us, people. They're on to us. We're going to change all of that.
When are we changing it?
We're changing it this year.
So are we signing Dak?
I just don't know. We're going to talk about it next month. Training camp. Just not sure.
Yo, I cannot.
Listen, man. I say we re-signed Dak.
Okay.
We franchise tag CD Lamb next year.
Okay.
If we can't reach, a viable agreement with him, we franchise tag him next year. And 5th-year option on Micah. We can kick the bucket down the road. Potentially, we can spend some money in free agency next year. And we can try to get to the Super Bowl. If we believe Dak is the guy to take us there.
I believe that Dak is the guy to take us there. Okay, I believe in Dak. I believe in you, Mike. Steven. It's a little shaky, with you, Steven. I feel like you want me out the door a little faster than I'm willing to go.
Just feel like we could do better without you.
That's unfortunate for you because I plan on living forever. So, with saying that, but I do like your ideas.
Oh my!
I do like your ideas. I do believe in this team, and I love our guys as well. And I think that this is our year, fellas. I do think that this is our year. This is it. This is going to be it. We got Trayvon coming back, and he's a heck of a player. We got Micah, Coach Zim, that's going to get that defense going. To hell with Dan Quinn. The running game is gonna. We got some stuff but we are going to make it happen. We're going to beat those sorry Giants, Eagles, Commanders. We'll at least win the division. And by God, take me if we don't beat the 49ers this year. I really believe, fellas, and you should believe with me. Now, Mike, I would like to hear from you before I'm sold. I think that we will resign. I'll open up the person. We'll give Dak the money he's looking for. He deserves it. But before we go, Mike, there are people in the comments asking that you tell us just how sorry that team is out in the Bay.
I would be lying if I said that. They're a really good team. As you can see, we have a difficult time of beating them.
Are you being insubordinate?
I'm just telling it like it is, because one year we wasn't prepared, We wasn't prepared the first one time we played them, and then the second time we played them, we wasn't prepared again. And then last year when we played them, we thought we was ready to play them, and they handed it to us. They kicked our asses. So that's a really good team out there in San Francisco.
Would you prefer to be there than here, Mike? You're talking like you prefer to be there than over here.
Can I phone a friend? Can I use a lifeline?
Your ass is on the hot seat. So, those are some really good options, guys. Real talk. Hopefully the Cowboys.
I can't with y'all.
Hopefully the Cowboys front office is thinking along the same lines as we are here over at Sports After Dark, after hours on the birthday. I'm about to crack open this confetti cake. I agree with you, Shooter. I agree with you, Lou. I don't even think Dak. First of all, Dak is gonna bet on himself again this year, which is gonna put Dallas in positions where we're not gonna lose games. We're not gonna be able to tank for anybody that's remotely good coming out of college next year. So he literally has all the leverage. He's not gonna go out there and intentionally lose games for y'all to get y'all to get in a position to bring a quarterback in. So what y'all gonna do? Because we're gonna be probably sitting around the high 20s and 25, 26, 27.
Yeah, somewhere in that range.
In draft picks. So pay the man. Pay him. Do what y'all said as far as the options with Micah and CD and find a way to keep the band together.
And to be honest, like, I mean, I know Dak is saying, or they saying Dak wants $60 million. But I guarantee you, if you give him like 56 or 57,
I don't think it's that exact number either, Lou.
Yeah, I think he would take that.
I think in his mind, he gotta know if he really wants to compete and win, he needs his two horses with him. He need Mike.
Yeah, he need those two with him, and he know that he need to lead them some money for them to be able to pay some other players to come to Dallas too.
And I think Dak won't be like that. Oh no, just give me my 60 and whatever happens. I think Dak genuinely, like Lou said, I think he'll take a little bit off so they can make other moves and put the Cowboys in a position to be contenders. I think he would. Dak don't give off as that player. Like, I just need mine and y'all just figure it out.
Yeah, I think he really want to like compete and win. Yeah, and I think that he does it with a high level of grace and class in Dallas. Like, people really underestimate how crazy it is to be under that microscope down there. It's such a gift and a curse. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just such a gift and a curse, man. Like, so shout out to him. And we'll see. We'll see how it all unfolds in Dallas. All right, we're moving on. Damn it. Thank God we're moving on. That was the only football conversation that we're having for tonight. What happened? What did I miss?
No, I'm laughing at you, man.
Laughing at you.
I'm just happy.
That
this cake is really
funny.
good. I want to see if I can give y'all ooh, look at that confetti. Oh,
I don't care nothing about that.
Happy birthday. You don't like cake?
Mm-mm.
I don't like cake either, but this nothing but cake.
I'm not a huge cake person either, but there's certain
this is good. Me neither. I do not like cake, y'all, but these nothing but cakes with this buttercream icing.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Okay, so a lot has happened since the last time we were on here. LeBron is now playing with his son, Big Bronny. That's crazy. Paul George is with the Sixers now. He's no longer in LA as a Clipper. It's a neck and neck race between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese for Rookie of the Year. The Olympics are about to start. Oh man, like this is a busy summer. There's been a lot going on. So let's start in LA. Let's start with the Lakers. Bronny, drafted as the number 55th pick of the draft to the Lakers, playing with Pops. As much as I can't stand him, I don't hate LeBron as much anymore in his older years, probably because he's not winning. But it's pretty dope to see him be able to play with his son. Right now he's out in Vegas at the Summer League, doing some decent stuff out there. Bronny to the Lakers. First of all, I can't believe that we even saying that. Like, I remember when he was bringing that boy to games in his arms. We looked at that when he was playing with him. How y'all feeling? I don't know how much you've watched of him, Shooter, Lou, but I think Shooter has watched him a bit in these Summer League games. How do y'all feel about Bronny in the Summer League games if you've watched? And how do y'all feel about him in general in the league? How do you think that he'll fit? What areas do you think that maybe he should kind of fixate on a little bit more and make his lane as he enters into the NBA?
I watched a little bit of the both first two summer league games. Well, I watched majority of the first one. I watched a little bit of the second one. I mean, the second one that he played in. The first one, you could tell like Bronny nerves was there, and that's cool. That's butterflies. You in the NBA summer league. You're playing against players that are, for one, either on NBA rosters or they're competing for NBA rosters.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. He's only 19 at the end of the day. He did some good things defensively. Definitely just trying to still find his way. You know what I mean? Like I said, you're in the NBA now, so that's what comes with it. As time go on, I think probably Bronny will probably start in probably the G League because so he can develop his game more. But the bright spot is that he has his dad. He has his dad to put his arm over his shoulder and navigate him through a lot that's going on, because everything Bronny does bad, it's a clip about it. So my Bronny get hit with a move, dang, Bronny looks trash right now. And it's like, dang, I get it. That's a microscope. I've never seen a second round pick get what he get when it comes to media attention, but I get it because of LeBron James' son. And a lot of people feel like a lot of people was in an uproar that he was a second round pick and his dad flexed his power to get him in the league. And I'm like, I don't understand.
They were real mad at the nepotism.
Yeah, like how you mad at nepotism when it's been going on for over 400 years, if we really want to be honest. But finally, when somebody says, you know what, I want to make sure my son gets to live out his dream and a dream is mine as well, it's an issue. And I'm like, if you got kids, you can relate to this. You know what I'm saying? We are doing what we are doing right now to put ourselves in a position where Bray, if he can do whatever he can do off of Lou flexing his stripes, Kenny and Janiyah can do whatever they want to do off you flexing your stripes, and Jeremiah, Christopher, and David can do whatever they want to do off me flexing my stripes, then so be it. You shouldn't knock a parent for doing whatever it takes to make his son their kids live out their dreams. That's at the end of the day. You know what I mean? People got to understand it's bigger than sports, especially when you're grown in a situation where you're grown in a single parent home. You're not dealing with both parents being around, or more dominantly, your dad not being around. But outside of that, I think Bronny just gotta take the experience that what he's learning and just keep growing from it. That's all. Don't rush the process. Just get better, like Brian told him, get better day by day. That's all.
I didn't watch a whole lot. I haven't watched Bronny. I haven't watched any of Bronny, so I'm not really qualified to have this conversation. But I do know that not qualified. I'm qualified to have a conversation, but I think that they've allowed worse in the league before. I've seen number one picks be trash and bust.
Okay,
Anthony Bennett.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we're not gonna dog out Bronny, bro. Like we've seen folks come in that are supposed to be dynamic players and at top 5 spots, and they're not good. They turn out to be bust. And he kind of got a cheat code. Again, being his father's son, his father's going to teach him the league. His father's going to teach him the things that he'll need. I mean, he got him in his back pocket, bro. So like Bronny is going to be fine. Okay. That's not the thing that I have an issue with. I don't have an issue with it at all. Like I'm with you, Shooter, on making sure that Bron was making sure that Bronny was in a position to succeed. You know what I'm saying? And worked his tail off. He worked his tail off. You know what I'm saying? For how many years did we go like without LeBron being injured? Yeah. Like taking care of his body the way he do, so he can go out there and perform at a high level, so his kids can have the opportunity to, you damn right. You know, so again, we've seen folks come in the league worse and do worse. So I don't have a problem with it. It's gonna get real though once the season starts.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
As many people may say that he's not going to get bullied. I mean, they're going to test you. They test the rookies in general. You're going to get tested. It is what it is. And hopefully Bronny will be able to, like, you know what I'm saying, look to his dad for that guidance, look to his dad for that role model vibe, and he'll be fine. I think Bronny will be just fine. And at the end of the day, it was a 55th pick. Y'all calm down. Like, are we serious? They really mad if it was Bronny's people.
That's what it really is. It's mad
Yeah, I mean
because
they
of
was
LeBron.
mad at all the like the lead up and stuff that happened because talking about
Oh yeah,
what's
Rich
the old
Paul.
boy Rich Paul talking about if y'all pick him, we going to overseas or whatever.
Australia
Like
is crazy.
yeah, like all like stuff like that. I think people had an issue with. I don't think if any of that didn't happen, they would have really cared. I mean, I do think the nepotism thing, like people hated that shit for whatever reason. But like you said, Young, that shit been going on forever. Like we'd have seen players, coaches get opportunities because who they pops is, in the league, whatever. Pretty much in everyday life, to be honest. Like we'd have seen some stuff happen because that's your dad or that's your mom or whatever. So it is what it is. I don't really care nothing about that. And I mean, shout out Black man, don't get your son, some paper. Like you got your son a job. Congratulations. Shout out Black man. But I mean, I think Bronny will be okay. I still think Bryce is the better player. Like he's going to be the better player. But I do think Bronny will be okay. I think in the summer league game against the Heat, he had like 3 blocks, 5 rebounds, or something like that. Like his scoring isn't there. I think that'll
Yeah,
come
3
eventually.
points, I believe.
Yeah, he had, but he was like 1 for 5 or something like that. Like
Yeah,
his scoring ain't really there yet.
Yeah.
But I mean, it wasn't really there in college, at that point either. So he still has some development. But on the defensive side of the ball, you've been able to see kind of what he can do with his blocks, his rebounds, things like that. You can see what he's focusing on, showing his strengths and his attributes and stuff. So I think he'll be okay. I don't think he'll spend a lot of time in the G League. I think I just can't see Brian letting him just play in the G League. And you don't give a second rounder what was it, 4 years, $7 million?
Yeah, a guaranteed contract.
For sure.
Guaranteed.
For
You don't
sure,
give
for
you don't give no
He's
second
not.
rounder that for him to go play in the G League. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
It's just
He'll
not
be
happening. Yeah,
He'll be playing.
he'll find some burn, whether it's late game situation, maybe filling out in the preseason, stuff like that. But he'll get some burn somewhere throughout the season. I wouldn't be surprised if he at one night maybe cracked the rotation.
Yeah, it might be a night where I don't know, somebody's injured or something, and they need some defense. They ain't putting the boy out there for offense, but maybe they need some defense. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't know, Hollywood saying he ain't gonna get no burn. We just I don't know.
See.
Maybe they up 30 one night and somebody hurt, and it's the last 10 seconds of the game, and he gets put.
I
Look,
will say
he's
it would
gonna
be
get in the
dope to
game
see,
at some point, dog.
It would be dope to see like him throw Bron a oop or
No,
Bron
it
throw
wouldn't
him
be.
a oop.
No,
It would be dope to see.
That would be
it's
dope.
not gonna be
Or back to
dope.
back or back-to-back dunks or like
Or
back-to-back
back-to-back
three-pointers,
dunks,
something
and
like
they
that.
both-
I
I
mean,
want him to be Wade so
Brian-
bad.
no,
Thing
it
is,
has
if
nothing to
Brian
do with that.
is
For me,
indoor-
it's more so the Ken Griffey Jr., Ken Griffey Sr. because they
Yeah.
hit back-to-back home runs in the same game.
That was fire.
And that was fire. Like that was
was
dope.
fire.
That was dope to see. Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, Wade's son is trash, Hollywood. That's a fact.
Zaire, listen, not too much.
I won't say
Wade.
Zaire trash though. Zaire can hoop. I
And,
just
and
think-
what's the name? What's the name?
Cayenne can hoop too.
What's the name? Ain't care nothing about
Cayenne is a
basketball.
bucket.
Who? Who you talking about, Lou?
D Wade daughter now.
Oh, they said y'all think Braun something. Wait till I get my daughter
I-
in the WNBA.
I saw
I
that.
seen that. I'm like, bro, why y'all
They-
keep doing that? Don't be like that.
Listen, I don't know what they identify as, so I'm just gonna say they. Just don't want to get in trouble. They didn't care nothing about basketball. They didn't give a damn about basketball.
Yeah.
Coach said add Bronny to that trash list. He'll get better.
I don't understand how you say somebody trash off 2 summer league games.
Hey, B
It
said they
wasn't
should
just
trade
off
them
of that.
both.
It was off of what you saw in college.
Hey, B said the Lakers should trade both of them, Brian and Bronny.
Absolutely
So,
not.
If we're gonna be honest,
They just
B,
gave him some money.
the Lakers would be irrelevant. I'm not even a Bron fan. The Lakers would be irrelevant if Bron never came to the Lakers.
Yeah.
The
They
Lakers
literally wouldn't be talking about y'all.
We wouldn't be talking about the Lakers at all. We couldn't.
I mean,
get
they
nobody
would
to
because
come to
it's the Lakers. They would because it's the Lakers, but it wouldn't be like it would be like the Lakers stink. What do they need to do?
We'd be a lottery pick every year. We'd be in the lottery every
I
year.
mean, maybe
If
not
we
every
come-
year because y'all will eventually find strike gold.
Never. Us finding gold in the draft? No.
You said if y'all got a lottery. You said if y'all got a lottery pick, y'all will find gold.
Rob Pelinka to find gold in the draft? Never. He's not doing that.
They hate Rob Pelinka in LA, bro. Like it's.
Let me tell you something. We found gold in one player in the draft, and rest in peace to him. And the people we got in the office didn't draft him. That was the only player we found gold in.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And that was even a draft night trade.
I'm about to say that we didn't even draft him. We traded for him. We didn't even draft him. The Lakers don't do good at drafting. That's not what the Lakers do.
Y'all say, "Oh man, we want him. Yeah, send him over here."
And then when they do get players that are good, that got the potential to be good, they trade them away for stars. Like the Lakers don't. They don't build talent. They don't do that.
All right, so. On the other coast, as I mentioned, Paul George is a Philadelphia 76er. For those that have been under a rock, yeah, he's no longer with the Clippers.
You say yay?
Signed a 4-year, $220 million deal with the Clippers, so he joins Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid. And he is setting up shop. You know, he's been posting videos. He's going to get cheesesteaks at the wrong place, shooter. You know what I'm saying? Out Philly. He,
we gotta teach you, man.
Somebody block Hollywood from the comments. Is it right?
So he joined the Clippers of the East.
You calling
no? Because see, the Clippers can get past the second round.
Yeah, I'm calling the Sixers the Clippers of the East.
But they're not really the Clippers because they. No.
I mean, they won a championship, but
Philly Baker is insane. Let's stop. Please stop in the comments. Thank you.
They ain't been to the finals since what? 2000.
I've had enough of y'all. Yeah, since AI.
They ain't been past the second. They ain't been past the second round since 2000, 2001.
Since Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
So the East Coast Clippers.
Okay, fine. That's cool.
They're the same color and everything.
They got championships though, right?
Yeah, Philly got championships in the Bill Russell days.
They won in '83. They said they got They said we got Billy Baker and then we got Philly Baker. That's crazy.
All right.
They won championships before I was even thought of.
So check this out.
I was still a swimmer.
Do y'all think that Paul George is the missing piece to get the Sixers over the hump?
No.
Why?
You have, again, two superstars who can't stay healthy for the playoffs.
Let's just say they stay healthy.
No.
Why?
Because they're not. Like, I've never seen it. So, like.
Yeah, that's just. Well, why can't we let the Paul George fan answer the question?
Because everybody's got an answer. I was going to answer.
Yeah. Are they? All right. How do you feel? How do you feel about?
Do I feel like that Paul George is going to get them over the hump?
Yeah.
We need to play the do 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 do.
You should have did. You should have did this. You should have did the Shanae joint thinking to yourself. All right. You should have been talking to you.
Listen, I'm gonna be as real as I can be. Okay, this is Ashley being the Paul George enthusiast, sure, but I'm also trying to cut the trolling out because y'all be taking my trolling for, you know what I'm saying, me not knowing what's going on or no ball. And listen, I'm sick of that, right? So let's ease up off of that. Okay. My issue is this. Again, I was very, very under the impression that Paul George was going to be staying in LA because, like Lou did mention, neither one of them can stay healthy. These organizations, such as the Sixers, such as the Clippers, continue to bank on their stars that can't stay healthy. Somebody's bound to get hurt. It's just a matter of time. And it sucks, but you know it. There are just certain players you know that's going to be hurt. You know AD is going to be hurt. You know Kawhi is going to be hurt. Chris Paul is going to be hurt at some point in a deep stretch of a playoff when it matters. You're not going to have him at your disposal. You know what I'm saying? And while Paul George played close to like 70 games this past season and definitely was more available for the Clippers, his inconsistencies bother me. And I just don't, as much, just keeping it real, as much as I would like for him to be, depending on the night, maybe he is the one option, or depending on the night, maybe he is the two option. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are like, oh, he could never be the number one option. Joel Embiid don't even stay healthy enough to say that Paul George would never be the number one option for an extended period of time. They're not gonna, if Embiid go down and he out for 6 weeks, God, hopefully that doesn't happen. They're not gonna make Maxey the number one option over somebody they just paid $220 million to for the next 4 years and bought him in. They still looking to sell him. You know what I'm saying? And so he would be the guy, in my opinion, right? I just don't like him being that guy anymore. He himself alluded to that. He needed to go to a situation where when his veteran presence was necessary, he's there. If you need a bucket, he can get it for you. But being the guy, because they're looking at him, okay, let's say he is the third option. They're still looking at him to be the guy, a guy at the third option. Because if they weren't, they wouldn't have signed him. Joel and Maxey would have been enough. No,
and so all of that money, they're giving him a bag.
They're looking for Paul George to be the guy as a third option. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever you want to say. So can he still be the guy? No, I don't think so. I'm going to be honest. I don't think that he can be the guy. He needed to go somewhere where when the fire need to be put out, when a bucket need to be had, when a team is on a drought in a tight situation in a deep playoff game, he can get you a bucket. He can get you a stop. He needed to be that guy, not the guy that y'all are looking for to give you 25, 26 games, 26, 20 games.
I think he could be that with the Sixers.
I was just about to say
because the thing is, he's an upgraded Tobias Harris.
Yeah, that's kind of a disrespect to him.
No, but what I'm saying is because when you look at the Sixers, right? You know the ball, it goes through Maxey and Embiid. Like that's how the offense is ran, through Maxey and Embiid. Yeah. What they would do is kick it out to Tobias when they, like, if they didn't have something going, then Tobias, you're the third option. Like, you're the guy that has to go get his 15 or something like that. Because even if Tobias would have probably scored 15 in one of the playoff games, they probably would have won it.
Right.
But he couldn't do that. He
said that Dr. J came to him.
Who said that?
Paul George?
Paul George.
Okay.
Dr. J came to him in the pit. He's part of the 76ers organization, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
In the pitching process, they came to his house. And Dr. J came to him and said, this was on his podcast. He said, "You're the missing piece. You're the guy."
But that's what I'm saying. You know, saying he's the missing piece and he's the guy isn't like saying like you're the guy, you're going to be the guy. It's like saying like
no, I know.
But that's what I'm saying. Like he's an upgrade to Tobias Harris. That's whose spot he's taking. He's taking Tobias' spot. So like for me, it's like you upgrade in a position that you were down in. And I mean, we joke about Paul George all the time, but we know Paul George is a hooper. Like, he's a hooper for sure. That nigga can ball for sure. So like, but the thing is that you're not expecting Paul George to go out there and get you 30 points a night or nothing like
my that. Point, but the problem that I have though, Lou, is that at some point they will, because they won't have Embiid, because he's not going to stay healthy.
Okay, but I would rather that's my thing. I would rather that as a Sixer than having Tobias Harris be that option.
So here's my thing. Here's my thing. If they're healthy, do I think that Paul George can be the missing piece? Yes. I agree with what you say, Shooter. You don't pay somebody the money that you paid him to be the third option. I don't get how you pay somebody $51 million a year to be behind Maxey and Embiid. Now, do I think Embiid is the number one option? Yes. Also, what Lou said, I can agree to as well. Paul George could be that person in the playoffs where it is a little stretch where the offense is stagnant. He can be that player to get the bucket or a few buckets to get them along the way. It's just that health is the issue. If they are relatively healthy, the Sixers are for sure a contender in the East.
Didn't they just sign? Who they signed from the Heat?
They got Caleb Martin. And they got Eric Gordon too.
They signed somebody else too.
They got Eric Gordon.
Kyle Lowry today.
They got Kyle Lowry back.
Who
They got
signed
Eric
Kyle
Gordon.
Lowry? What the hell
Sixers.
happened?
They
It's
did
on
that
today.
today.
Okay.
They got
So
Eric
listen
Gordon.
to
There's
this.
somebody else that they signed though a couple of days ago. Not Caleb.
I mean, that's the only one from the Heat. that I know
Only
of.
one I know from the Sixers that they grabbed was Eric Gordon, Kyle Lowry, and Caleb Martin.
I think that the question should also be, is he the link to get them over the hump? Listen, I don't know. That's yet to be seen.
If they're relative, Andre Drummond. They got Andre Drummond too.
Oh,
that
okay,
ain't damn sure ain't who I'm thinking about. I ain't thinking about Kelly Oubre.
I'm just saying, if you look at the Sixers,
signed.
if you look at the Sixers roster, they really got a squad.
Yeah,
going
I mean,
on.
just
Can they
yesterday.
compete with Boston? Can they
Yes.
compete with the
Yeah.
Knicks?
yeah.
I mean,
Can they
just yesterday
compete with-
they signed Eric Gordon. That was the last signing they
Who
had
am I
before
thinking?
today.
No, but this was a couple days ago. Let me
if
see.
Philly
signed-
is relative, if
They
Philly is
re-signed
relatively
Tyrese
healthy,
Maxey. They signed Kelly Oubre, Andre Drummond, Paul George, Caleb Martin, and
This
Eric
guy
Gordon.
was supposed to return to one team, but he ended up signing with the Sixers.
Caleb Martin.
it had to be Caleb Martin
No.
because Caleb Martin was about to go back to the. I think it was a chance he was about to go back to the Heat. I don't know who else that could have been.
But also, this is what I was going to say too. Listen, Game 7. What was it? Was it Game 7 versus the Knicks? Or no, not Game 7. Game 6 or something like that versus the Knicks. Tobias Harris played 29 minutes and had 0 points. They lost that game.
That's what I'm saying.
They lost that game by 3 points.
3 points. You mean to tell me that? Now I will say this: Paul George ain't going out like that. He's not
No.
going out like that.
He may go out 3 for 10, but he ain't going out. Not
He ain't
scoring.
going out like that. He playing damn near 30 minutes, and he got a donut. He had
And he
Dunkin'
was
Donuts
he was
tonight.
0 for 2, so that lets you. He was Ben Simmons.
Yeah, like Paul George not going out like that. So this is where I'm my thing is health. If they are healthy going into the playoffs and they can stay healthy throughout the playoffs, you got to worry about the Sixers. I feel like they can compete with the Knicks and the Celtics.
I don't know who
I
I'm
will
thinking
say-
about.
I will say though, I mean, yes, the health thing is an issue for sure. But I will say with the three of Maxey, Paul George, and Embiid, they can take a lot of pressure off each other. As far and that way, these players can kind of stay healthy. Because I think you can go get it. Like if during the regular season, load management ain't supposed to be a thing anymore, but they still do it. So I think if you got a Paul George and Tyrese Maxey, I think they can go out there and win you a couple games. If you got a Tyrese Maxey and a Joel Embiid, they can go out there and win you some games to give Paul George a night off. It keeps the wear and tear off of them into the playoffs. So I mean, if they can make it to the playoffs healthy and they can stay healthy in the playoffs, even within those games in the playoffs, who's their coach, Nick Nurse? If he staggers minutes correctly, they could make some noise. I
trust Nick Nurse as the coach. Again, I definitely am at a point with Paul George and my enthusiastic, support of him, where I need to see it to believe it. I need to see it for Joel Embiid to believe it. I need to see it for the 76ers organization to believe it.
And I like the addition of Caleb Martin, because then now you have somebody on that team with some championship experience. Like they didn't win, but he's been there. He's gotten there. And he gives you that defense. He gives you both sides of the ball for sure.
So let me go down the roster real quick.
He does the dirty work, Lou. That's one thing I do like about Caleb Martin.
Yeah.
Adeem Bona. Am I saying his name right?
Who?
I don't know that guy.
Ricky Council.
Never heard of him.
They got Rocco.
I think Rocco should definitely get some type of minutes.
Yeah, Rocco.
Jeff Dalton, Andre Drummond, Andre Drummond, right. Joel Embiid, Paul George, Eric Gordon, Kyle Lowry, Caleb Martin, KJ Martin. Was I thinking about KJ? No.
I don't know KJ.
No. That's Kenyon Martin.
Tyrese Maxey, Jared McCain, Kelly Oubre, Campaign, Terquavion Smith, and DJ Wilson.
And don't they got young boy? They got the boy from Jared McCain. Yeah, the boy from
Duke. Speaking of McCain, I saw his first summer league game.
Yeah,
that boy look like he might be.
That boy was out there. That boy was cooking.
What?
Oh,
Lil,
yeah?
he was out there.
Yeah,
cooking.
McCain was up there cooking for sure.
He was cooking them. I'm like, oh, he might
players
be.
be
Yeah,
ass, but he was cooking.
he was cooking them dudes. So, and I ain't gonna lie, like he can also be another punch off the bench, or some people feel like he should start and pair him with Maxey. You know what I mean? Like the
Maxey
youngin
be up
got
there too
game.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah, like the youngin got game. So like, what I think we all can agree to with the Sixers is health. Everything we've been saying is health. Like Lou said, they got two stars. Like you said, Shooter, they got 2 stars that aren't healthy enough, especially during the season and in the playoffs. If they can change that narrative and be healthy throughout the playoffs where they can compete, the Sixers, yeah,
They
gonna be
can
one
make
of
some
them.
noise. Now do they get to the finals? Hell no.
Yeah, that's a different story. But I mean, like I said, I wouldn't be shocked if the Sixers was in the conference finals. I wouldn't be surprised at it because the roster is good enough for them to get there. It's good enough.
Okay. We'll see. You know, I'm cautiously optimistic when it comes to I don't know, maybe it was just a crazy comfort level with him being with the Clippers. I don't know. Again, I just got to see how this team gonna operate. You know, there's got to be some gelling going on. There's got to be some type of cohesiveness. You know, thankfully, a lot of those guys are gonna start the season out with the team. We ain't got to worry about like some crazy trades or nothing happening like mid-season, and then people got to come in. And so we'll see. Hollywood said Boston is one. There's a gap. Then it's the Knicks, and then there's a small gap, and then it's Philly. She said, no hate. I think the Sixers need one more piece. I just don't know who they need because they did lose their shooter in Buddy Hield, who is a 3-point threat. That is
that's a good point.
Was something that is something that Philadelphians, Sixer fans were saying they're going to be fine. They just need to re-sign Buddy Hield, and then they didn't re-sign Buddy Hield. So I think that's how I feel. Kyle Lowry don't move me too much.
No, hell no.
Caleb Martin don't move me too much. I mean, he coming in there with that championship experience, but to go against a Boston, I don't know. I don't know what
he's been against a Boston.
I mean, he's been a part of a team that beat Boston.
And he beat them. He beat them.
I'm just talking about the team in totality. I'm just talking about the team.
I mean, if we're going to be honest, from a talent aspect, the Sixers are more talented than the Heat. The difference is between the two teams, the Heat always play like they life on the line, and they got the better head coach. The Heat can bring Lou off the bench, and Lou will go out there and get 30.
I'm going to go out there and bust their ass, for sure.
Because of that Heat culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. You be like, damn, where did Heat get him from?
Hey, I might dunk on Embiid. I ain't going to hold you.
Real rap.
No,
the Heat their culture is different, and they got the better coach. But from a talent aspect, the Sixers are more talented than the Heat are.
Appreciate the birthday wishes, y'all. We see them rolling in. We really appreciate y'all. Thanks, Jonathan. Appreciate you. Josh McKay says, what do y'all define? We're going to move on to Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese talk because we got to wrap. But Josh said, what do y'all define success for Philly with PG?
Make it past the second round.
I mean, they got to make it past the second round.
Yeah.
You got to show me you can at least do that.
If they make it to, I'm
so y'all talking about making it to the conference finals.
The city of Philadelphia, they'll be happy with that. They'll be happy with making it to the conference finals.
Yeah. Like you gotta at least.
Do the organization look like it's going all in? Do y'all feel like it's?
Yeah, you can say that.
Going to get Paul George, bringing back Maxey. It looks like they going all in. Yeah. I mean, because there really wasn't no other big name to really go grab. So you went and got the biggest name out there on the market. Well, not on the market, but you went and made a big splash. What they give up? They gave up picks, right? I mean, they gave up a lot of picks for him, didn't they?
Who, Paul George?
Yeah,
I think so. It was like a 4-team type of a trade for them to get Paul George. I want to say, like it was.
Yeah, so I mean, they gave up a lot to go get PG. I believe. So yeah, I feel like they're going all in, and I mean, I get like people may say championship or bust, but like, you know, give him 1 year, you make it to the conference finals, and then next year you got to show me you can make it to the finals. But I think a success with him year one, you got to make it out the second round. Like,
Gotcha.
I'm sorry, you ain't did that since 01. Like, it's been what, 23 years, going on 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to
That's
clarify that, Lou, like if they get to the conference finals, to say if they lose in like a game 7, like the city
Yeah,
would
I'm
be
not-
like, all
yeah.
right, we was right there. We was 1 game away from being.
It
in the
lets you
finals.
know you right there, like you on the cusp.
Yeah, we right there. The city would be happy with that.
But there's still dark horses to make it out the second round. So
To be
Just like
dark
I
horse
said-
to make it out of the second round is insane.
just like I said, going into this season, when we talked about this last year, they were dark horses to make it out the second round, and I don't think they even made it to the second round. So there's that.
To be
Oh, look,
dark
at you,
Right.
horse.
look at you sharing the screen, and
Oh, you see me?
Look at you. Oh.
I see you.
We gonna talk Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. We gonna talk WNBA
We done came up in the game.
of the year right quick. Now, I don't know if y'all can see.
We could. The words is, you know, I can see, but the words is definitely small. I gotta zoom
I'm
in.
struggling
You know,
a bit.
I got these joints on, so I can see for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, well, listen, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, man, the WNBA has been on fire since the beginning of the season. It's definitely a league that's exploding. Again, y'all need to be tapped in if you ain't. You should have been tapped in because they've been balling since before this season. But shout out to Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, man, for really shout out to the entire draft class, really, this year for really taking things up a notch. It is what it is. We can't continue to debate that. These girls have definitely, helped take their levels, and they have helped take the WNBA to another level.
That's
The
a fact.
big talk though has been Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese for Rookie of the Year. We have seen Caitlin Clark breaking records and creating records that have never been done before in the WNBA. And we're seeing the same thing on the side for Angel Reese. So, I mean, right now, what we're looking at is DraftKings Sportsbook. This is the odds that they have for the Rookie of the Year. You see Caitlin Clark at -750. Angel Reese is behind her at +450. You got Rakia Jackson and Camilla at +25,000, and also Aaliyah Edwards. So obviously, it's Caitlin Clark. Now, from what I remember, wasn't people? I mean, is this still considered like a tight race with the odds?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, maybe not with the odds, but
Not with the odds, it's not.
but people amongst like the community, it's
Yeah.
a tight race between
Yeah, it's a
Angel
tight
and
race.
Caitlin. Hey, I just want to say, Angel and the Liberty had them outside today. They had like 17,700
Had
out
them
there.
outside.
yeah.
Had them
Yeah.
outside today in
Outside.
New York doing a work.
Yeah, for
day.
sure.
That's crazy. A work week.
As they say, she's averaging Caitlin, the front runner, she's averaging 16.7 points, 7 assists, 9 rebounds. I don't know if that 5 is.
No, 5.9.
5.9.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
5.9.
they taking me out. 5.9 rebounds and 1.5 steals. So those are really good numbers for a rookie. And to be honest, I probably, just off of those numbers, I probably would pick her too. That's some good numbers, y'all.
I don't know if I would pick her just solely off of those numbers.
Yeah,
Now, I mean, I'm not mad, but
Because
I'm not mad.
neither team is this winning machine kind of
Well,
team. Like,
also
they're not-
they
Yeah.
keep swapping back and forth between the 7th and the 8th pick. But my thing too is that her numbers are good, right? Like her numbers are really good. And I wouldn't be mad if she won Rookie of the Year, like because she is very well deserving of it. But also in Angel's own right, Angel has been balling and having 14 consecutive double-doubles, beating a WNBA record. Like this record was set by Candace Parker and she destroyed it. And it's not just a rookie record, she just destroyed the record.
yeah,
And I think she's at 14 or 15 now because she had a double-double tonight.
for sure. Tonight
So,
made
like,
14 or
yeah,
15. I think tonight
tonight made
said it in the
15.
chat. I think
Yeah.
tonight made 15 for sure.
And so I mean, like, I can't be mad. Honestly, I can't be mad if anybody has either one. But I mean, it's a tight. To me, it's a tight race. I can't be mad if it's Caitlyn. I can't be mad if it's Angel. I think they've been the two best rookies, dog. Like,
yeah.
And Candace is the real GOAT.
That's
a fact.
I think, and to be honest, I think Brink would have been in the conversation too, but obviously she went down with the ACL injury.
Yeah, she got hurt. Yep.
Yeah, Cameron definitely would have been in the conversation too.
Before I give my take, who the hell had 29 points, 13 assists, 5 boards, 5 steals, and 3 blocks? Who the hell had that?
I think Caitlyn had that. Against the Mystics.
What the hell?
But see, that's the thing, right? So Angel so y'all remember me and Bray went to the Storm game, right? That night, Angel had 27 and 15.
Angel went off.
So that's what I'm saying. Like
Angel went off.
Yeah. But yeah, Caitlyn had a crazy stat line for sure.
That stat line is insane.
Yeah, the Mystics let her. The Mystics let her.
Of course, it was the Mystics.
That's not what I'm saying. However, I'm with you, Lou. In my personal opinion, I feel like Angel Reese is leading the votes to me personally because, for one, people was trying to discount Angel Reese coming out. People felt like Angel Reese wasn't going to be producing the way she is, and we kind of already talked about it. I'm like, you know what I mean? One thing you can't teach somebody that's already good defensively and that is a rebounding machine. That is 2 things that Angel Reese is elite at: being a defender and rebounding the basketball. But what she's adding to that is she's been very solid offensively, and now I see she's starting to add the 3 ball a little bit. Like, Lou, I seen her pack y'all up.
Man, hold on. Calm down.
I'm just saying. I see her wave y'all up. She was on her little Dame Joel wave y'all up.
Hey, calm down. Because we packed that ass up the second game. Calm down.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to me, I feel like what Lou said, you can't ignore the record that she broken that was held by Candace Parker for so many years coming out as a rookie. Because the narrative was around, Caitlin Clark. It wasn't really talking about, don't get me wrong. We knew who Angel Reese was, but the media was more talking about Caitlin Clark and what Caitlin Clark was going to do in the WNBA, and how Caitlin Clark was going to help take the WNBA to another level, how Caitlin Clark is putting fans in the seats. But, Angel Reese is out here hooping, and she's doing it at a high level, and she's also putting people in the seats. And she's also getting stars saying, "Who did you come here to see?" Angel Reese.
Angel Reese.
And that's my thing. Like, we know as levels. Like, we know as levels to things because we know Caitlyn was really. I mean, she was packing out 17,000, crowds and everything. Like, we know there's levels to things, right? But when Angel came out and was like, "Hey, it's me too. It's all of us." She's not lying. Like, she wasn't lying. Like, because they was packing out arenas. I mean, they've been packing out arenas the whole season, and it's not just for Caitlyn. And I think a lot of people don't understand that some of these arenas don't hold 17,000 fans.
That's a fact too. Look.
Some of these arenas don't, like the Liberty, because they play at Barclays. Like the Fever, because they play at Gamebridge. Like, so a lot of these teams don't necessarily play in the NBA arena. They play in like a little smaller arena and stuff like that. Packed out, it's still sold out. Like, it's still sold out.
No matter how you slice it.
It may be like 8,000 fans. But but yeah, I mean, they both been balling, bro. Like, that's the thing. Like, people will try to boost one up to discredit the other, and you can't deny both of them have been hooping. I think Caitlyn had her first triple-double the other day, and that was the only rookie to ever do that.
Exactly.
And she's been knocking on that door for a few games now.
For sure.
And then she finally cracked it. She finally busted it open. But they've been going. Oh, I guess well, not pause, but
that's not pause. That's not.
It's not pause for me, but
that's not pause for him.
It still sounded crazy.
Honestly, Lou, it ain't pause for her.
Caitlin Clark busting it open is kind of
but I said it sounded crazy. It
ain't pause for her either, Lou. It ain't pause for nobody. To be honest.
Nah, it still sounded crazy.
In my Hollywood voice, y'all good?
Yeah, it still sounded crazy. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, they've been hooping, though. So I can't be mad if you give it to either one. I got Angel, but I can't be mad if Caitlyn won it.
Right.
She deserves it.
And not to mention, I mean, from what we saw was Caitlyn, how Caitlyn was struggling, trying to figure it out in the beginning of the season. But where she's at now, you can see that Caitlyn is far more comfortable now than where she was when the season.
And this is
started.
before a month's rest because she's
But
about
what
to
did we
have a
say?
month's rest for the Olympics. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
What
Like,
did we say coming into the season? Didn't we say that there
that
was
she
going to be
will
growing
just
pains?
Fine.
Well,
That
we
she will
said
just
she was going to be fine, but we said that there was going to be growing pains for this girl.
Absolutely.
She was going to have her issues. They got their first break in forever, after playing like 11 games straight. And they got their first break, and you started seeing a little cohesion. You started seeing the game kind of slowing down for her a little bit more. And then, but as the season went on, I think it was probably maybe like game 15 or 16 or something. You really saw like, okay, she making that transition.
Yeah, I agree.
Yo, y'all gotta
what's
relax.
What's up with B, man? What's up with B, man? What's up with B, man?
Y'all gotta relax.
Y'all gotta chill, man.
Here you go with the ice. Yeah, we saw it, AB. Here you go with the ice.
Hollywood said Nizzy.
No.
Hey, man. Hey.
It's 10:45 at night. My son talking about, is it any more cake? No. Go to bed.
hey, Stepper can eat. Brody,
be tripping. All right, so last little point. So we all agree that, I did see somebody in comments. Cortland, what up, Cortland? Cortland says that Angel's been the most consistent of the two, and that is true.
That's a fact.
She's been doing it from the jump. I don't know if that necessarily should be a ding towards Caitlin though, because again, it's just taking her game a little longer to translate to the WNBA than it did Angel Reese. So, I don't know if that should be a ding on a rookie of the year candidacy. You know what I'm saying? To Caitlin Clark's defense. I mentioned the Olympics, y'all. So like we just talking about these Caitlin and they about to get breaks. They might go crazy after the Olympics break, but that's about to start. They get a month off, and I should have put the Kawhi picture up here because if I put this, I'm not coming. If I share this Kawhi picture, I'm not coming. Kawhi Leonard has dropped out of or withdrawn from the NBA USA Olympics team. That was kind of a shock because he's been participating in everything that they've been doing, taking pictures and practices and traveling and all that good stuff. And Steve Ballmer said, no, we don't have PG no more. Nope, we don't have PG no more. Okay, we need to be able. We need you to be healthy. Pulling them back over to the States, y'all. I don't think they hadn't left, but
yeah, they in Vegas.
Any quick thoughts on Any quick thoughts on Kawhi being pulled like a parent? Like it's crazy. Like, nah, you can't go outside, Nick. That was kind of crazy.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. That's an issue.
Stay in the house.
That's an issue that he got pulled because of his knee, but his knee been an issue for like the last 3-4 years. That's an issue where I kind of think that Kawhi might need to be thinking about what life will be after basketball, because it's been an issue last year. Like I said, the last 3-4 years, you're about to go into another season to a new arena where you got to sell tickets and you got to be competitive. And like Lou said, you know what I mean? Now that Paul George isn't there, it's you and Harden now. Because I think Russ will be traded too. I don't think Russ will end up being a Clipper. So it's like the low manager thing, you really can't do that no more because you got to play a certain amount of games to get a certain amount of awards. That's an issue for Kawhi. And it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, you've accomplished enough where you will be a Hall of Famer. You're already a top 75 player of all time. But that needs still being an issue. I think Kawhi in like the next year or two, you might be thinking about hanging it up. And it's okay.
You should probably think about hanging it up now.
I mean, he could. He could. Because honestly, when I was looking at the practices, I thought he was all right. I'm like, Kawhi don't look bad to me. But they said, no, that knee's still an issue. And it's like, dang, bro, you've been having this knee issue for a little minute now. So, like, you might need to be thinking about, do I need to really be playing basketball? Like, you know what I'm saying? You might be thinking about, might need to be thinking about retirement.
So what I really think it is, right? I mean, I think the knee. I don't think the knee is necessarily an issue. I mean, I think it might be some still issues, but I think it's one of those things where it's like, bro, you wasn't healthy for the playoff run. Like, you wasn't healthy for the playoffs. Like, why?
And now all of a sudden you healthy for the Olympics.
Well, no, not only that, but like, if you wasn't healthy for this, why are you putting more miles on your body by going to play for the Olympics?
That's true.
Like, you wasn't healthy for this. We need you. We just gave you a 3-year contract for 150 million. We just re-upped you. We need you. Like, we don't like. I understand you want to go win gold. You want to go be with Team USA, whatever. Cool, but we need you here. We just invested in you. After we had invested in you for the past few years, we'd have dealt with your knee injuries. We'd have dealt with whatever was going on with your body. Yeah, we need you here. You don't need.
We putting all our stock in you since we just let Paul George go.
We just traded Paul George. We got all of our stock is in you, James Harden, and for now Russell Westbrook, which I do agree with you, Young. I think Russ is out of there, unfortunately, I think he may end up coming to the Heat, but that's another story for another day. But look at AB.
Lou said Tyronn Lue like, help me, nigga.
Yeah,
help me.
Like, get your ass back over here, dog. Get out of Vegas. Get your ass back to Cali. And get your rehab done. Do what you need to do to make sure your knee is good for the season. And I mean, he played like 68 games last year, so he played majority of the season last year.
Who played 68 games?
Kawhi. He played 68 games last year.
Yeah, he played like some games last year.
That's how he was able to be eligible for all team, NBA all team.
Yeah, so like so I mean, cool, like, but we just gave you 150 million over 3 years, so we need those 3 years about you.
That's a good point, Lil. That's a good point.
Yeah,
like we need that, and like you said, Young, we got a new arena. We got to pack those seats
up, big dog.
Gotta fill them up.
You gotta be the draw.
Balmer said I didn't cut that check for that arena. We got those seats up, big dog.
That's why I'm really surprised they didn't find a way to keep Paul George, man, because 2 stars are always better than 1.
Hey, listen, Kawhi.
What you trying to say, Street? You trying to say James Harden isn't a star?
James Harden's ass. But like with Kawhi is that person that, you know, is like, who all over there? All right, I'll be over there in a minute. You come over there for like, 10 minutes. What's up, dog? What's up, boy? Like, all right, yeah, I got work in the morning, so I gotta go home and get these Z's, my boy. So yeah, I'm gonna see you tomorrow though. I'm gonna see you this weekend. All right, bet. I'm out.
Yo, and that was the perfect way to explain that. That's yo. Yo,
not for real.
Oh my god!
Dang, no, that's Kawhi for sure.
That was the perfect way to explain that one.
That's for sure. That's Kawhi for sure.
Yo,
it is what it is. Kawhi made his bed. He got to lay in it. And like you said, I definitely believe at some point he need to start possibly weighing retirement. You know what I'm saying? And again, start looking for other options. After football. After
basketball.
Dang, Shooter, you ready for football? Are you ready?
I mean, basketball, my bad.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think him and LeBron exit at the same time.
I think they do too.
Because LeBron just signed a 3-year, right? Or was it 2?
No, it's 2 years.
Yeah, I think they exit at the same time.
I think Kawhi, Brown is out in 2 years.
2 years they done. They both
of
done.
them. Yeah, I agree. Unless I wouldn't mind seeing 30 in a Lakers jersey. 30 a little happy. He's a little happy playing with Bron.
Man, they always 30. Happy playing together. Pause.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good
that boy ain't leaving. They got such a chokehold on Steph Curry over in Golden State. He wouldn't never.
Even though I know the Warriors wouldn't allow it, but 30. You know what I mean?
30 ain't, please.
But 30 ain't going nowhere.
30, you got a better chance of winning another title in gold and purple than you do with the Warriors.
No, it ain't.
Y'all should have went and got Clay.
Who? That he ain't want us. And I ain't mad at him though, because that state tax, I mean, going to Dallas, he get all that.
Hey, that's why.
Do y'all feel like that Clay could get them over the hump before we go?
No.
Why'd you say it so fast?
No. He's not the same Clay.
I don't think Clay gets them over though.
He's not the same Clay that we needed him to be in Golden State. We don't need that same Clay in Dallas.
So what you gonna do when Kai don't show up like he did in the finals?
Well, maybe that's a game where Clay go off. And some of those
Here's
those games you only need.
no.
Hold up. Some of those games we was only looking for maybe Kyrie to give you 17, 20 points, maybe. I think that Klay Thompson is still capable.
And where is Clay gonna get those?
15 to 17 points.
That's my thing, Lou. Here's my Clay is about to play with two players. For one of them is heavily ball dominant, and he slows the pace down of the game. Clay is not used to that. Clay is used to running up and down.
Thank you, Hollywood.
So that kind of changes things. And you're dealing with Kyrie too. That also at a point he need the ball to do his thing too. So I don't know how it works. But I will say this though. I mean, Clay is a good piece for them. I will not discredit that. But does he move the needle for the Mavs? I probably would say no.
That boy went 0 for 10 in his last game and had 0 points.
Yeah, that's a bad job.
That's what he was trying to get traded.
That too. I mean,
it worked.
Hey, right? It could be. He might have was over it.
Listen, man, I don't think he moves the needle. For me, he don't move the needle. Like, I think they still need more pieces.
I think Dallas needs a really certified wing three that can really shoot the three and defend. That's
3 and D. They should have went and got Caleb Martin.
Yeah, they missed that because like Derrick Jones, he was cool on defense, but they was leaving him open all day on offense, and he couldn't throw a quarter in the ocean from the 3-point line. So they need a wing that can really shoot the 3 ball.
Oh, and I do want to say Caleb Martin a dummy because he turned down the bigger contract with Miami and Florida where there's no state income tax to go to Philly for a lesser amount of money.
Yeah,
that's the Paul George effect. Paul George effect. Paul George effect.
That's what he said.
Paul George effect. I ain't gonna hold you.
The thing is,
definitely Paul George effect.
He wanted an earlier offseason because he was saying that Philly focuses on winning during the regular season. Miami don't, but we focus on winning other shit, not just regular season awards and regular season shit. So he wanted to be in the offseason a lot earlier than he was in Miami. It's cool. I get it. You want to go to Mexico a little bit earlier.
I'm going to keep it a band with you, Lil. If you had a choice to play with Embiid, Paul George, and Maxey versus Bam and Jimmy Butler and Hero, I'm going to choose Embiid.
Man, I'm choosing. Hey, listen, I'm choosing the money. Max me out. Hey, listen, max me out because you paid all these bum niggas stupid money. Max me out like you was about to because they was about to give him like 3 years, 35. They was about to give him more money than he got in Philly.
Some people care about. Never mind.
So max me out like you max. Hey, max me out like you max Hero out.
Yeah, don't say what you was about to say. I know you don't.
But then I was about to say, well, with the Heat, you just never know. You really could make the championship with the Heat, dog.
They're the most random team ever.
Exactly.
That's not
so
even
max me out where I have a higher potential to actually go to the finals. You max Hero out, you max Duncan Robinson out. Okay, you giving me you offering me the bag, and I ain't gotta pay no state income tax. Yeah, max me out. I got a chance to make the finals for sure. Any given year for the Heat, we got a chance.
Yeah,
Philly, you got a chance of not making it out the second round.
I will give you that for sure.
That's true. All right. Listen, we had a good time. We are over time. Okay, it's 250 of y'all watching. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. People in the comments, we appreciate y'all for tapping in. You came and celebrated our birthday with us, and I'm gonna end this birthday. Now, I ain't even gonna tell y'all what I gotta take. Pepsi. You know what I'm saying? Old people stuff. You know what I'm saying? Tell me y'all deal with acid reflux. Come on now, y'all be dealing with acid reflux. Grab the Pepsi. You know what I'm saying? Help all that. Getting older. I'm just showing all this stuff so we can get sponsored. I showed Pepsi. I showed the butt cakes. We trying to get some money in this next fiscal year. You know what I'm saying?
I'm getting old too. I take one of these every day. You know
yeah, we taking vitamins, shoot it, and put up the liquor that he doing tonight. Look.
Listen, man, I take my ashwagandha and I take my zinc every day.
The what?
Yeah, ashwagandha.
That sounds like something from Wakanda. See, that's why we here. That's
crazy. Listen, For real, we really do appreciate y'all for tapping in for the birthday. Again, our 1 year anniversary. We are so happy that y'all are taking this ride with us. And we can't wait for the next level. We can't wait to see where the ride takes us next.
When we boom, y'all coming with us, man.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure. To the moon. They're coming with us for sure to the moon.
To the moon.
Good talk tonight, fellas. This was good talk. You know what I'm saying? We got the state of the AFC East coming up Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's the last state of the division. We've been having a great time this past month doing that. These hood fan bases, they haven't been that bad this year. It hasn't been horrible this year.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
But I think it's because everybody hasn't made the shift over to playback. So for real, make sure that y'all go and join the playback community. Download playback. We know it's annoying, but please go and download the app. Join the community. I'll make sure that I post it on our page after the show so y'all can be tapped into these conversations, because y'all know we're going to go stupid crazy come football time. Like, there's nowhere else to be after a football game than Sports After Dark. And y'all know how we go. So y'all need to make sure y'all there, straight up.
Don't let playback get the NFL ticket or whatever.
They get that NFL ticket.
Crazy.
Here's the thing, and we're going to say this right now. I want to agree to this right now. Us as a unit, if they get the NFL ticket, all of us gotta pick one game, and we gotta watch our team play as a unit on playback.
I ain't watching no Colts game with y'all.
Cowboys game, we gotta pick a Colts game, and we gotta pick a Niners game that we all gotta watch as a unit.
All right, cool. We'll watch the Niners versus the Cowboys.
I don't want to watch that game.
I
don't want to. Nope.
Please.
Nope. Nope.
Not on duty.
I love my baby to death, but nope.
Yeah.
Nah. I'm with it. We can watch Colts versus Lions. I'm with that.
Yeah, the Cowboys against the Eagles. You know what I mean? And us against the Rams.
We wearing our Indiana Night jerseys.
Yeah. It's gonna be a vibe. So again, make sure that y'all are tapped in there. Follow the Instagram page, the Twitter page. If you're watching on YouTube, we appreciate you for doing that as well. But make sure you share the YouTube link, and get some folks. You know what I'm saying? We trying to crack 1,000 subscribers. We almost there. We've done great numbers in this first year, but again, we try to take it to the next level, and we know that that's going to come with the support, the continued support from y'all. So we appreciate y'all. Again, this was a great show tonight. Catch us on Playback Sunday night. Shout out to Hollywood. Shout out to DG. Those are our other shooters in the Sports After Dark community.
Gang.
You know, right here with us. So we appreciate y'all. Y'all know the vibes, man. In the meantime, in between time, we will see y'all on the timeline per usual. We gotta let Wes take us out. Happy birthday again to us. 1 year anniversary. Appreciate y'all for tapping in.
Appreciate y'all.
To be honest, I'm Giannis inside of game 6. Dropping 50 and dunking over your main. Earnhardt Jr. when I'm deciding the lane switch. Tell them people that I'm on top of the game. Manifested my future by spewing all of my pain. Carry my own umbrella, surviving treacherous rain. Landed on higher learner, matriculate in the bigger earnest. Sports After Dark helps you to find your purpose. Then find what work is, and find the surface. When deeper in it, I'm heavy with ashes, burning curses. Built up our name so forever we reign, and since we working. Ain't tripping off your affiliation, we welcome verses. In lieu of